Hey, budget buds. Welcome to this little budget where we save for the big things in life on a little budget. If you are new here on this channel, I focus on budgeting, so monthly, and for both of my paychecks, as well as cash stuffing and sinking funds, or using sinking funds, saving for sinking funds. So if that is content that you like, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe on your way out, and enjoy the other videos that I have on my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, hey, budget bud, and thank you for your support. We are literally 10 budget buds away from 1,000, whoa, see, I'm manifesting something there, from 500 subscribers. So I definitely look forward to hitting that milestone. But let's get right into the video. We are getting into the mode of fall. You see my little pumpkins here. I got this pumpkin from Walmart, and I got this little pumpkin from Michael's. All right, so we are doing my September Paycheck 1 budget. So if you are new here, I am a semi-monthly salaried employee. So I get or anticipate the same amount each time I get paid. And I get paid twice a month, the 15th and the very last day of the month. And in this instance, September has 30 days, so it will be on the 30th. So this little template is, I'm gonna move my pumpkins out of the way a little bit there and move this up. So it's just one that I created and organized for myself so that I can keep track. For some reason, like I write or draft in my notebook where I do my monthly layout, but for some reason I just like it like this for my paychecks. So I will be going over what is left over in my account. My goal is to create a buffer for myself of $750. We'll talk income, bills and expenses, what I put in my cash envelopes, the savings challenges that I do, my sinking funds, and I'm going to talk more about this when I get there, what I plan to put aside for extra debt, and then of course before I go to the bank to get the cash for the cash stuffing, I fill this out just so that I can know what to put on my cash breakdown sheet. So I'm gonna pull out my little cheat sheet over here, because you know a girl be drafting. But I hope everyone's September is off to a really nice start. Definitely let me know how you're feeling down in the comments. That is one of the best things about just like creating YouTube videos and things. I love when people leave comments. I love responding to comments. It is just lots and lots of fun when people are interacting with me in that regard. All right, but let's get this thing rolling. So I'm gonna just turn it to the side a little bit, guys, so I can write. So for account rollover, guys, I'm super excited to write the amount that I have left over. I have big dollar sign $70, and I'm gonna put it down 2 cents. That is a big deal. When I finished off August for my second paycheck in August, I only had like $1 and some change. And so this was just making sure that if I purchased something on my debit card and I had a sinking fund for it, I pull those funds. If I purchased something on my debit card and I had money in my cash envelope for it, I did just that. So I feel really good that this is a nice start to working towards my goal of having a $750 buffer. Okay, because I am, well, first let me backtrack. So again, when starting your budget, you got to know what money is coming in. All of your sources of income. I do not do any side hustles. I don't have a business or anything like that. So I really just have my salary. That is my source of income. And that is going to be $1,951.77. Let me back away from the stand a little bit. Sorry, guys. Okay, so hopefully I would stop shaking it now. And then I did opt into the, there we go. Sorry, guys. I did opt into the child care tax credit. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but you get what I'm saying. And that is $300. So this is going to bring me to a total of $2,251.77. So this is the amount that I am working from. And because I use a zero-based budget, every single one of this $2,251.77 will be accounted for. So starting off with my bills and expenses, this is money that I do not take out of the bank. I usually leave it in there, and it just debits out when the bill is due. So for car insurance, that is $153.53. For my Citi credit card, it is $345.65. And right now, this is the minimum payment. Minimum payment for this card fluctuates. This is the card that I have the biggest balance on, but I am using the debt snowball method to tackle some smaller debts before I get to this one. For my Capital One, this is the last of my small credit card balances, so I'm putting $100 towards to that payment. For my subscriptions, I just lump all of them together. I am paying $68.10. Lauren, my daughter, is gonna get $325, so that $300 from the child tax credit, and then the $25 that automatically goes from my check to her savings account. I do save per check for my sorority, so that's $25. I know I say this all the time, but just in case you're someone who is new and this is their first video, I am saving for my first house, and so in this check, or for this check, I'm setting aside $200. And then I pushed myself to do $10 a week just because I noticed that I was just having extra money left over. And so, however, September will be the last month that I do this. And when I do my October monthly budget and talk about all of the changes that are coming, I'm reallocating these funds to somewhere else. So I'll be saving for the week of the 13th and the week of the 20th. So this is $20. So all of this is going to come up to $1,237.28. Now I am going to subtract this amount from the total income that I started with, and that is going to leave me with $1,014.49. I know some people sometimes round up, and so this would be 154. This would be 346. They would take this cents off and it would just say 1951. I just like knowing down to the exact penny, so I include that. So for my cash envelopes, for right now, I'm still going to have these envelopes. My household envelope will come into play in October for sure. Again, we have stocked up on everything that we need, and so I will start budgeting for that come October. So for groceries, it is going to get $150. And forgive if there's any background noise. Y'all know my little human for my returning buds. And if you're new, my daughter, she's here, she's active. She may even come in and say, hey. For gas, I'm going to add $50. That has been working really well. Spending is going to get $50. I do have a cash envelope for Lauren, and I put $10 in there, and that is just like if she wants a Happy Meal, or if we're at like the dollar spot at Target, you know, I have some funds for her to get something without having to dip into another category. For food, we're going to get $30. This has not been working, And so that is why this month will be the last month that this is at $30. It's just not working for me. And miscellaneous gets $5. So this is a total of $295. And again, as I progress through, I'm going to subtract $295 from what was remaining, and I am left with $719.49. So I'm going to move my little pumpkin out of the way and move this up. And sorry that it's at a slant. I hate if that's bothering you. I'm going to try to see if I can write with it straight. We'll see. So the 2 savings challenges that I am doing is the 26-week challenge, and this was for $1,000, and I am nearing the end of that. So that is great. When I get to the end in October, I will tell you what I'm doing with that money. So for this check, I'll be putting aside $75. And then Christmas is, for this, it's a sinking fund, but for this year, I decided to use a challenge to fund it. It was great. I'm almost done with the challenge. However, I would prefer a more consistent amount to save versus different amounts every time I do my budget. But you live and you learn. This time around, I'm going to be saving $34. This is a total of $109. And again, repeating the process, I subtract $109 from the amount that was remaining, and I'm left with $610.49. Look, those cents add up. All right, so coming here. Now, I had 3 binders of sinking funds. Well, 2 binders of sinking funds and 1 binder that I use prop money to track my savings accounts that I did not pull money out from, like they just stay in my bank. I still have that one, but I have narrowed down, or I've eliminated some sinking funds, and I have just put them in 1 binder. When you all watch my cash stuffing, it'll be uploaded soon after this one. You will see, and I did a complete makeover for that, for my cash binder. So these are the main categories that I'll be working with. And then I've added a few extra as I've looked over my budget. So yeah. So for birthdays, and this is encompassing my daughter's birthday, my birthday, and general birthdays. Right now they're in 1 envelope, but because I just won the subscriber giveaway from Abby Tries to Budget, I won cash envelopes, and one of them I labeled my birthday so that I can separate that money out. But enough of that. It's going to get $50, and that is split amongst those 3 birthdays. For car maintenance, it is going to get its usual $80. That may likely change in the future. For Christmas, I've already accounted for Christmas, and so I'm just going to put a line here. This was just because I typed into the template this time. For emergency, I'm going to add $30 and I tried to put them in alphabetical order, and you'll see why when you see my sinking funds binder. For future, that is going to get $50. Gifts is going to get $20. Glasses gets $15. And so if you wear glasses, eye exams plus getting frames and then the lens, that can be expensive, but I also have to get like special things with my lens. And so it is just really nice to have this particular sinking fund so I don't have to worry about such a large cost coming out when I go for my annual eye exam come March. For hair, we're going to be adding $50, and I'm so excited. We have appointments coming up, so we're going to be looking cute. Health is getting $20, and I'm glad that I am bulking this one up because I don't think I've ever mentioned it here, but my daughter is hearing impaired. She wears devices in both ears. She has mild to severe hearing loss, and as she grows, the molding for the hearing device that goes in her ear that amplifies the sound, it doesn't grow with her. And so we have to replace those maybe every 6 to 12 months. And she's hit a growth spurt, so we're having to replace them. And our insurance, as of right now, our old insurance didn't cover it. We got new insurance. We're going to see if they're covering it. But one ear mold is $55. So just glad I'm bulking this one up. Memberships is going to get 20, and memberships is just my Sam's and my Costco membership. I'm really going to evaluate in the next year if I want to keep both. I used to do Sam's, but because that was the only one that I had, but I have not been in Sam's in a really long time because I really like Costco more. So I don't know. Their memberships are paid up for the year, so I'm obviously going to hold on to it until whenever it comes time to renew. I'll make that decision. Shopping is actually not getting anything this time around. Sometimes, oh, I know why. So my little cousin is having a sweet 16 and I have to travel for that. And I also need like a nice cute dress for that. And so I'm leaving some more funds in my buffer to account for needing to get or purchase a dress and things like that. So shopping isn't getting anything. Technology is getting 25. I've identified the camera that I want and the tripod that I want, and I'm gonna need about $800. So over time, I'm gonna be adding more money to this so that I can get the equipment that I want to bring you all just some quality content. Okay, so this comes to $325. So for Paycheck 1, my sinking funds is getting $325. I am going to subtract this from the $610 that was remaining, and I'm left with $285.49. My extra debt payment, so I am paying off my Capital One. That is the last small balance credit card. Whoop, whoop. I mean, I still have two, and they carry about $4,000, and another one carries about $15,000. So I still have some work to do, but getting these small ones out of the way was a good feeling. So I will be putting another $100 towards that. The last thing that I would do, and I would do this right before I go. Oh, guys, how did I just jump and not finish this out? Silly, 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 silly me. So sorry guys, I just had a moment here. So what will stay in my account as a buffer will be guys, I think I did something wrong. Let's find out. I might be looking at an old draft because I think this is more than $325. So I use this scientific calculator rather than my big one because sometimes I want to be able to display all of the amounts so I can see what I'm missing. So 50 plus 80 plus 30 plus 50 plus 20 plus 15 plus 50 plus 20 plus 20 plus 25. So 50, 80, 30, 50, 20, 15, 50, 20, 20, 25. So yep, guys, I was wrong. I was looking at an old draft. So this is actually 360. Don't you just love this little mini whiteout? And so from 610.49 minus that 360, this is 250.49. So that means when I take out this $100, what is left in my account is 150.49. $250.49. That brings me to $250.49. And then I can move this out of the way now. When I take $250.49 from $250.49, I am left with $0 for a zero-based budget. So in case you're wondering why I am not factoring in this $70, because this is going to act or go towards my checking account cushion. So even though this is there, it's as if I'm starting from zero, or this represents my new zero, and then I'm just budgeting from the money that I have coming in. From this account buffer, I know I'm gonna have to take out the money for the dress that I have to buy. Whatever is left will be added to this amount, and that will just sit there as a cushion. Now, of course, if something comes up and I need it, that's why it's there, but the goal is to build out that cushion. So the next time you will see me, I will have this cash breakdown, and I do use, or this is what I take to the bank from All Things Planned, and I usually make all my errors and mistakes here, and then I put the final tally on this, and this is what I take to the bank to get the cash. So thanks for joining this budget with me for my first paycheck. I can't wait to get stuffing with you guys. Again, I appreciate all of the support. We are making our way to 500, and then hopefully being able to meet our goal of 550 subscribers by the end of the month. Leave some love in the comments. And again, if this is your first video, thank you for clicking, because you could have been watching any other video. Please consider subscribing, liking this video, and commenting. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, Budget Buds.